Dry run.
Good morning. I'm Janie Parrish with the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce, and today we have the luxury of talking to one of Wadsworth's favorite, including one of my own favorites, Bev Lawn. So good morning, Bev.
Good morning. Thank you for having me as always. I appreciate it.
Oh my gosh. Before we get going about what you do, Bev has probably been one of the most supportive people since I've came to the chamber. And no matter what I ask Bev to do, it's always yes.
Yes.
And I
Yep.
so appreciate that.
Whatever Janie needs is a yes.
I like it. Yep. So Bev is the admissions and marketing coordinator with Altercare of Wadsworth. And you haven't been in that position for a very long time, not a very long time, but for a
I know
long
what you
time.
mean.
So when
Exactly.
did you start with Altercare, Bev?
Yeah, so the I mean, everyone knows that COVID really took a toll on a lot of people. And so I was pretty exhausted and tired, both emotionally, physically, mentally, is the only way I could say it. And so I just needed a career change. I needed to take in work less hours, and but I wanted to stay in healthcare, and I knew I wanted to stay in Wadsworth because you know how I feel about Wadsworth. And so this opportunity came up, and at the end of December, I accepted and started January 11th with Altercare of Wadsworth.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah.
Well, tell us about Altercare of Wadsworth.
So we're pretty excited. I mean, you know, I knew it was a good company going into it because when I was at Liberty and any of my folks went out for rehab or needed skilled nursing, you know, the next level of care, I could walk into this building anytime and check on my patients. You know, everybody was friendly, well-trained, always seemed to know the answers. And so I was so excited when the position opened because I always thought, if I ever had a chance to like work in skilled, that would be the one I'd want to work at. And so, so I handle all of the admissions and of course the outside marketing, but we're pretty excited because we're celebrating our 50th anniversary. And most people don't realize it, but Sue and Jerry Schreier actually started the company 50 years ago. And they bought their first one, I think, in Westerville. So, and now there's, I believe, I was adding them up because there's so many, but there's like 29 locations in Ohio, from independent living all the way up to skilled, with most of them being skilled, which is, you know, it's rare to find skilled communities that are privately owned. You just don't find that.
Well, that's true. Very,
Yeah.
very true. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what makes Altercare of Wadsworth so unique?
You know, I would absolutely believe that it starts with the ground up. They are really good to their employees. They have a lot of programs to help their employees, and you just really feel like you're part of the company. You know, we have monthly, we do monthly things for the not just the residents, right? Because those are our clientele, but just for the staff as a whole to, you know, we make sure they know that they're appreciated. And I think the other thing that makes us unique is, you know, I feel like how they sustained a lot of the COVID downfall is, you know, they have their own hospice company, they have their own home care company, they have their own pharmacy, their own insurance company, their own food vendor. I mean, I was like blown away when I really saw how they have built not just the Altercare skilled part of it, you know, with the healthcare part, but just all these other little subsidiaries. So yeah, so it's, I think, a good sustainable company. Like they were always thinking about how we could do, you know, keep things close to home. And here's the thing, when you own all these other companies, you also control the level of training. You're not outsourcing it with a hope and a, you know, a prayer that somebody is doing what they're going to say. So it's really, I think that makes us a unique for sure.
I would say that's absolutely very unique. And
Yeah.
it's so pretty in there too.
Well, we're getting ready to do some updates, so watch for that. We're like updating the lobby. In fact, the president is here today, and the regional, and yeah, so we are going to be doing some updates slowly, but we're excited about that for sure.
Oh gosh, well, I came to deliver donuts not too long ago there. And when I walked in, I thought this is very pretty in here. It's very homey. Yeah,
Yes,
and just very, it just feels good in there. Yeah,
absolutely.
I like that.
Absolutely.
Now, Bev, you've been around the block in assisted living and you helped me
Mm-hmm.
with my parents, that's for sure. And
Oh, I know.
that's such I hate to say it's a horrible time, but it's so stressful trying to figure out how to help your parents and still be a child as well.
I agree.
Yeah, it's very stressful and you're trying to
Mm-hmm.
make the best decisions, but unlike when you're a mom, you pull your child along with you. But then when you're the parent trying to parent your parent and they're saying, wait a minute, I don't want to do that.
Right.
It's very difficult.
It
Yeah,
absolutely is. It
yeah.
absolutely is. And you know, I was certified in dementia, you know, and that has really come into play even more here because we do have a memory care spirit hall, which is like its own little community.
Oh, nice.
And I think for the biggest, you see for a lot of the folks that have a parent that has dementia, I feel like that is a big struggle for them for sure. You know,
Yes.
because they're not used to taking that lead. So you're absolutely right, you know,
Hmm.
and I mean I've been there both professionally as well as personally, and so I get it.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah. Now, tell me why you love what you do, because I know you do.
I love, and you know, and that was one of the other reasons why I had, you know, stepped down at Liberty is I just felt like I had done as much as I could there, but it's the families and, you know, and the patients, you know, it's always something little, you know, one of them wanted jelly beans last week. So you bring in jelly beans or, you know, the best part about this job that was different than my last job is about 2/3 of our population rehabs and goes home. So they graduate and get to go home. How nice is that?
Right.
So, you know, we had a couple weeks ago, he was a very young, um, young in my world, right? And probably, you know what I mean? But he was like in his late 50s and he had double knee replacement surgery and he played for Akron University back on that old turf back in the day, right? And so you know you meet a lot of really great people too, and it's nice to be there to help them when they need it, you know, with just kindness and no judgment and just an open heart.
And you know what I so appreciated you with my parents as you walked us through everything, because you don't know how to do it.
No,
Yeah,
you
you
really
don't know
don't.
what your choices are. You've got the mental part, you've got the physical part, everything,
Mhm.
and so I remember, Bev, you walked us right through it with my
I
mom and
try,
dad.
and you know, I'm always learning, and I think that's the best part too, is like I feel like I've really gotten to stretch my brain. I needed that. You know, you kind
Hmm.
of get into a routine of things, and I needed to stretch my brain. It's been really good for me. Yeah.
There you go.
And
S-
I love it here. We have a new administrator. I'm going to give her a shout out
Oh,
because
sure.
she is from Wadsworth and she's so excited. She's got a lot of long-term leadership under her belt and a lot of support from corporate, which has been very welcoming for me. So yeah, so Miranda James is our new administrator. She's amazing and she gets the stuff done. So
I I like it. I had the opportunity to meet her at our chamber luncheon,
yeah.
and yes, you can just tell the kindness in her eyes as soon as you meet her. And
Well,
boy,
and
that's so
she,
important.
one of the things when I interviewed with her, because she had just been here a very short time and then I met with her. Um, she's like, you know, this is my hometown. I want to be able to look at everybody and tell them that I'm going to give their parent or loved one the best care. And I think that says a lot. So she was another reason why I really felt like this would be the right fit.
There we go. Now,
Yes,
how
yes.
can people find Altercare of
Yeah,
Wadsworth?
so we are the old, so I get it all the time. We are the old Wadsworth Whitman Hospital. And how's this full circle? Fun fact, Bev was born here.
Yay!
So I
Yeah.
know where the nursery used to be. But we are located on the south of the square at 147 Garfield Street in Wadsworth. Phone number is 330-335-2555. And we are on the website. And, you know, we do admissions 24/7, 365 days a year. Healthcare doesn't stop. And we do have the SUMA contract. So we work with all of, you know, the hospitals that really take care of the residents locally here. So yeah.
Oh my gosh. You know what would be so fun, Bev, if you had I don't know, just thinking off the top of my head here.
Sure. I
Wouldn't
love
it wouldn't it be fun to know the people who still live in Wadsworth who were born at that hospital?
It's funny because when I do some of the tours, I get a couple people every once in a while. They're like, you know, I was born here, and I'm like, that is so cool. I mean, but you're absolutely right. That might be a fun history thing for sure.
Yeah, I was born there. Hmm.
See,
Yep.
see,
And I'll
and
bet talking to people, you'd be surprised how many people will say, I was born there.
I know. And the building sits so cute. People don't realize it, but like the whole back side of our building faces like a nice little inlet of water and trees. So we have a
Mm,
lot of wildlife. And that fact, I mean, you know, it's a nice view.
very nice. I'm just always thankful my mom brought me home. I think she had a choice and so
Oh,
decided to just bring me on home too.
yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I
Oh,
do want to throw out though, we are going to do a community event. August
okay.
17th, we're going to do a car show. We've already got it on the books with the rain date of the 24th, but we're going to be celebrating our 50th with a family picnic, you know, to invite everybody in, families, anybody who would like to come. So yeah,
Okay. And we'll be promoting that. So watch the chamber newsletter for that too. So
absolutely.
Bev, you are a gift to the community, and
Oh,
that's the absolute truth.
oh, I
Yes.
love you.
Oh, and I'm so happy that you're at Altercare because it is one of my very favorite places, and
Mhm.
it makes Wadsworth very proud.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
So Bev Long, well, we're gonna see you before the August
Mhm.
17th 50th
Oh,
anniversary
yes,
party. We'll see
yes.
you before that, but thank you for all you do. You are wonderful.
So are you.
Yes. Oh, oh my gosh, we could just do this all day,
All
Bev.
day long, right? Affirmation. All right,
Okay,
honey.
thank you.
Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye.